Understanding the subtle signs. Signs that your cat is lonely. Because cats are naturally independent, they often seem to do best when they are alone. However, they may seem distant, but they may actually be lonely, which can have a big effect on their health. As responsible pet owners, we need to know how to spot the signs of a cat being lonely so that our furry friends can live full lives. This video will talk about the signs that a cat is lonely and give real-life examples that show these signs. Warned: making too many noise. If a cat is lonely, they may make too many noise to get attention and company. This can show up in many ways, like loud meowing or yowling all the time. For example, picture coming home from work to find your cat meowing at you over and over again, as if it was desperate to talk to you. This could mean that they've been feeling lonely and want to be with you. 2. Damaging behavior. Cats that are lonely may act out in damaging ways to show how upset they are. Some of these behaviors are scratching furniture, chewing on household things, and even going to the bathroom outside the litter box. One example is when you come home after being away for a long time and find that your cat has torn the curtains or broken some vases. These bad behaviors could be a way for them to get your attention and excitement while you're not around. 3. Changes in eating habits. Being alone with other cats can also make them change the way they eat. Some cats may eat too much as a way to deal with stress, turning to food for comfort when they feel mentally drained. On the other hand, some people may lose their hunger and not be interested in meals at all. Think about a time when your cat ate their food very quickly or refused to eat at all after a big change in their surroundings, like their family member moving out. These changes could mean that you are lonely and anxious. 4. Avoidance behavior. Cats are usually very social, but when they're lonely, they may use avoidance behavior to stay away from people or other cats, even if they are used to being around them. For instance, you might notice that your normally friendly cat is hiding in places like under the bed or in closets instead of trying to get your attention. This silence could mean that the person is lonely and needs to be reassured and have someone to talk to. 5. More sleep. Cats love to lounge around and take naps, but if they start sleeping too much, it could mean they are lonely, even if it's not their usual behavior. Cats that are lonely may sleep more to get away from their feelings of being alone and bored. Take the example of your cat, who normally likes to play and explore, starting to spend most of the day sleeping in dark places in the house. That person may have changed how they act because they are lonely and don't have enough to do. It is important to know the minor signs that a cat is lonely in order to make sure their health and happiness. We can take steps to make them feel less lonely by noticing signs like loud noises, destructive behavior, changes in eating habits, avoidance behavior, and extra sleep. Giving cats lots of chances to interact with other cats, explore their surroundings, and be with people can help meet their emotional needs and make them happy and content. How can I make sure my cat doesn't feel lonely? Getting your cat to stop being lonely takes a multifaceted approach that includes giving it company, stimulation, and a safe place to live. Here are some things you can do to make your cat feel less lonely. Interactive playtime. Set aside time to play with your cat in a way that involves both of you. To keep their minds active and their bodies moving, give them toys like wand toys, light pointers, or puzzle feeders. Playing with your cat on a regular basis not only keeps them company, but also helps you and your cat become closer. Enriching environment. Give your cat an enriching environment by giving it lots of chances to explore and think about new things. Get your cat trees, scratching posts, and perches so they have places to climb and look over their area. To keep things interesting, switch out the toys often and think about getting them new toys or puzzle feeders to test their brains. Socialization with other pets. If you have other pets, make sure they get along well with your lonely cat. Play dates with an adult and gentle greetings can help people make friends and feel less alone. But pay attention to how your cat acts and make sure that conversations are fun and stress-free. Companionship. If your cat is lonely, especially when you're not home for a long time, you might want to adopt a second cat to keep it company. Take small steps when meeting a new cat to make sure the process goes smoothly and lets them get to know you at their own pace. Remember that not all cats will be happy to have a new friend right away, so be patient and keep a close eye on how they behave. Quality time together. Every day, make time to spend quality time with your cat. Sometimes this means cleaning, cuddling, or just sitting together while you read or watch TV. Giving your cat your full care and being there, for it can help calm it down and make your relationship stronger. Environmental enrichment. Make the surroundings interesting by giving people chances to explore and think. Change the toys around often and add new smells and textures. You could also put up a window perch or bird feeder to keep them interested in what they see. You could also play soothing music or leave the TV or radio on to provide additional sound while you're not there. Get professional help. If your cat's loneliness doesn't go away despite your best efforts, you might want to talk to a vet or animal behaviorist for more help. They can help you figure out what's really making your cat lonely and give you specific ways to deal with those problems. By using these tips and putting your cat's mental health first, you can help them feel less lonely and make sure they have a happy, full life as a member of your family. When I'm not home, my cat stays by itself. Is this going to make my cat lonely? It is true that leaving your cat alone for long amounts of time can make it feel lonely and alone. Cats are social animals, but to different degrees. They may be independent by nature, but they still enjoy having human companionship and connection. Cats can get bored, anxious, and lonely when they are left alone for long amounts of time, which can be bad for their overall health. Cats can show they are lonely in a number of ways, such as by making a lot of noise, being damaging, changing the way they eat, avoiding things, or sleeping more. These signs could mean that your cat is lonely and wants to be with other cats or do something fun. Does the way my cat eats change when he's lonely? Yes, it is possible for a cat's eating habits to change when it is lonely. When cats are lonely, they might change the way they eat. There are different ways that these changes can show up. 1. Increased eating. Some cats may eat too much when they are lonely. Just like people may eat comfort food when they're sad, cats may eat to feel better when they don't have enough mental support. To deal with their loneliness, they might eat more often or bigger amounts of food because they feel lonely. 2. Less eating. On the other hand, some cats lose their hunger when they are alone. They might not be interested in their food or even refuse to eat it. The mental pain that comes with being alone can make them lose their appetite, which can cause them to eat less. 3. Selective eating. Cats that are lonely may become picky about the food they eat. They might show a preference for certain treats or foods, looking for tastes or textures that make them feel better. On the other hand, they might turn down foods they used to enjoy, which means their mental state has changed the way they eat. 4. Erratic eating patterns. When a cat is lonely, it can mess up its normal eating routine, which can cause it to eat at strange times. They might eat at odd times during the day or act in strange ways when they're eating. If an animal's eating habits change a lot, it could mean they are upset and need help from their owner. Cat owners should keep an eye on what their cat eats and be aware of any changes that could mean the cat is having problems, like being lonely or stressed. Giving cats friends, interesting things to do in their surroundings, and a safe place to live can help them feel less lonely and encourage a healthy appetite. If your cat's eating habits don't change and there are other worrying signs, you should take them to the vet to rule out any underlying medical conditions and take care of their mental health. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Stay with cats. See you again.